Hoarding has diminished my life from being able to live to just being alive. I would describe my house as disorderly, dangerous, and unhealthy. I collect things, and I've had a hard time getting rid of stuff. This is my kitchen. I come in the back door because I piled so much boxes and things in the front porch, I can't really open the door easily anymore. And I feel safer parking in the back. This section of the kitchen I don't usually get to. I have a lot of different journals and different sizes, and I filled up books and books of journals. It's a way of letting go of emotions that eat you up inside otherwise. But I don't have any place to write anymore. That's it.
53-year-old Wayne has lived alone in this 3-bedroom home near Ontario, Canada, for 7 years.
This is my living room where I spend most of my time. There are things in this room that I would fight tooth and nail before anyone got to them, because they're important. And I've kept some of my special pens. Here's a box of some nicer pens. I collected pens for a while and have a number of antique pens. My total pen collection is probably close to 1,000. Unfortunately, I can't bring anybody in here to see it.
Wayne is my ex-husband, and we have 2 children together. When I first met him, he was a really vibrant person. He loves to read. He was an English major, got his English degree, and was a teacher and then a principal. What's happened over the years to him is not a reflection of the person that he was.
7 years ago, Wayne was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder following an event his family only refers to as the incident.
I was, I think, 8 or 9 when the incident happened.
He was working as a principal at a school, and they had found a letter from a student at the school basically wanting to emulate the Columbine killing, and Wayne was specifically named as one of the targets.
Thankfully, the janitor found the letter the day before it was supposed to happen, and the letter went straight to my dad, and the incident obviously was stopped, but he just wasn't the same since that day.
When I came home, I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't safe anywhere. I was so scared for what might have been. There was no way I could go back. I thought about not seeing another Father's Day.
Adding to Wayne's anxiety was the fact that the student who threatened to kill him was never caught. Living in fear, Wayne gave up his job and has never entered a school building since.
The PTSD takes on a life of its own inside you.
His PTSD makes him think that he can't go outside because there's going to be someone out there that's trying to kill him, so he won't leave the house for long periods of time.
I suffer from night terrors, uncontrollable sweats, panic attacks, anxiety, paranoia. I wear a knife all the time. I've added extra locks. I've become a vegetable. This is my bedroom. I haven't slept in the bed probably 4 or 5 years because of the PTSD terrors. So I started to use the bed as my laundry. This is a nice closet, but when you don't go into the house, there's not much sense in having nice clothes.
Prior to the incident, he was a proud person. He was always very concerned about his physical appearance. He always was impeccable as to how he dressed. If you saw any of the pictures of him prior to this, you wouldn't believe that it was the same person. I tried to help him as much as I could, but it became very, very difficult to kind of protect your family from what was going on. So then it either became sacrificing all of us for him, or he was going to have to leave.
And that's when I moved out.
Wayne has barricaded himself inside his home, managing to keep everyone out, even his own family.
This is the hardest part of the house to get through. Trying to walk through all this is really treacherous. Except for my big toes, I've broken every one of my toes at least once. This is my bathroom. It's a nice large bathroom. Besides the living room, this is the room that I spend a lot of time in. I often find myself drinking my supper up here. I usually drink between 4 and 6 of my shakes per day. I took to keeping the bottles first in the kitchen, and then when it became too difficult to move in there, I started storing them up here and on the stairs. I'd say there's about 2,000 here. Seeing them reminds me that my daughters can't come to visit me.
Hoarding's preventing my dad from having a relationship with Lauren or I. It's preventing him from leaving the house. It's preventing him from doing basically everything. He's just a hermit in that house full of things.
I don't believe that he understands how this is affecting the long-term relationship that he's having with his children. He needs to let go of the past.
Ultimately, I want my dad to change so that he can finally have his 2 daughters back in his life and we can have a dad. And it's come to a breaking point where it needs to change or we're going to be done with him.
If he loses them, then basically he's lost everything.
I've lied to my kids. I've lied to myself about being a hoarder. I've been really hesitant about letting anyone know what condition my house is in.
53-year-old Wayne has been afraid to go outside for almost a decade, leaving him isolated with only his collections and the piles of rubbish that surround him. But today, despite his objections, Wayne's ex-wife and 2 daughters are coming by to see the house.
I haven't been to his house in about 6 or 7 years. It comes across to my sister and I like he doesn't love us and he doesn't care about if he has a relationship with us or not, and that hurts.
Come in.
Yep. Walking through the door, I instantly felt nauseous. I thought I was gonna be sick. The initial smell and the heat and just the look of the environment is beyond anything I could have imagined.
I didn't want you to see this.
It's all so disgusting. Like all of this garbage. And there's so much rotting food.
I just don't get how somebody could walk past this much stuff every day and not think to do anything about it.
How do you live like this, Wayne? Like, how do you walk around your house? How do you, like...
I don't.
Why do you want all this stuff in your house? Why does it need to be here?
I don't want it here, Rachel. I want it out. But every time that I start putting the stuff in bags, Then I get too tired.
Tired?
To finish.
You can't just say, I'm tired. Like that's not what's going on here. It's costing you your relationship with your daughters. It's costing you your health, your life. I mean, this is not a healthy environment for any person to live in.
It was a mistake. This was a mistake.
No, it's not a mistake.
How can you say that this is a mistake when it means having a relationship with us?
Is this stuff more important than your two daughters?
Are we mistakes?
It was a mistake having you see it like this.
What is it gonna change then? You're gonna die in here alone if it doesn't change.
I think he's just embarrassed. And I think he doesn't want to have to see people's reactions to him when he looks them in the eyes. I don't think he wants to have to stand there and see them judging him.
Is that where you sleep?
Yes. The bed that it's the couch that I sleep on.
Look at how dirty the blanket is and all the garbage around it. How do you find comfort in that?
I don't sleep that much, so.
You have so much stuff. Like, why do you need everything that's in here?
Does any of this mean anything to you?
No.
Well, it kind of seems like it does matter to you, because this is all the stuff that's kept us from having a relationship. So clearly this stuff means more to you than your children.
Okay.
This was the first time that people who actually meant something to him in his life were having to come in and see the absolute squalor that he had been living in. Look at this. Look at this picture. You remember this person? This man? You know, you were a principal, for God's sakes. You're an educated man. This is your children. This is your life. Your kids are standing before you and they're saying to you, be our dad. Be a man. They're standing there in front of you, and don't think that for 1 second it hasn't affected them. And they're saying to you, make a choice. Make a choice. What is your choice, Wayne?
I don't want to focus on the fact that this house is unlivable. I admit that. I don't absolve myself from not having the guts to take out recycling, but there was just something in me that would fight that.
He really is suffering. He is very ill. Some bad things have happened to him, but ultimately, he's also made some choices, and he needs to stand up and take responsibility for those in order to have a relationship with his children. They need to know that he picks them. How do you even get to your bathroom?
Well, it's easy when there's like 3 feet of garbage to stand on.
Oh my God.
But do you pee with your feet sticking out the front? I don't even know how you go to the bathroom. You have to like bury your feet into the garbage to even sit down on the toilet. I don't even want to touch anything.
This isn't something that just occurred overnight, eh?
I said it didn't just occur overnight.
No.
This became my isolation ward.
Your whole house has become your isolation ward.
Yeah, that's basically what I made it.
Why?
Because I was scared out of my mind.
Of what?
Of terrors. I'm afraid of the terrors that come in the night. I'm afraid that what they said was gonna happen happens. And I can't function sometimes.
I can see that.
What's the worst possible thing that you think is going to happen to you? If you're afraid that someone is going to end your life.
Pretty much has ended living in here.
I don't want to just breathe anymore. I want to enjoy what we used to enjoy. And I want to feel like I'm there for you when you need me.
That's complete.
What are you talking about?
That is complete. I can't be in here. You need to move out of my way right now. He's a father. Can't even clean his house. I couldn't take it anymore, and I just had to leave. When he said, "I'm scared of the terrors of the night," that's what made me really angry, because I was like, you don't need to bring the garbage out at night. You can do that during the day. There's no excuse for this.
I'm not negating my part in it at all.
Okay, stop getting angry at Mom, though.
I'm not angry at anybody. I'm angry at those SOBs who took away my family, my profession, and my life. And if I could hang every single that did it, I'd do it tomorrow. I'd cut them.
It's okay, honey.
What the
Shh. I don't want this.
He does get very scary when he's angry, and I can't cope with it. You just don't know what's gonna come from the anger outburst. You don't know.
Wayne is over and out. I'm gone.
When I saw that he was leaving, something in me just snapped.
It's no one else's fault but his own.
It's gonna happen. I knew this was bad for the girls. I knew it!
No, you know what's bad for us? Is your house looking like that. Is you not having the balls to say that, yeah, my house needs to be cleaned. That's what's bad for us. It's not having a father who gives a...
Okay.
piece of...